All right, so before we could start, we need to take off the tag from the scarf, and then we need to get it wet. Now, we need to then wring it out, okay? Because we don't want a lot of water, we just need it to be wet. And we want to make sure our surface is clean and that our hands are clean. It's very important. There's a top and a bottom side of your silk scarf. So if you're using one that is hand rolled, that is the bottom edge. So you want to make sure that you're putting the top edge down. And when we're doing this, we want to make a series of patterns. And one pattern that's nice to do, and then what I'll do is I'll bring all this here once I get it all laid out, is I'm going to do a accordion fold. And the reason why I brought this here is because sometimes, like this one's so small, it's easier for me to pick it up and bring it to the edge. But then what I could do is I can switch and start doing my folds the other way to create a pattern. And there's going to be some transition here. And all these folds that we're making, that is going to make the pattern on the scarf and will dictate how the dye is actually going to be going on the scarf. So then when we have our pattern done, we could take our dye that I've already put into these nice little bottles, and they have the little top that makes it easy to put on. And so we could just start by putting the dye in a random pattern on the scarf. And then I'm going to use another color. And when I do that, sometimes it'll mix together and sometimes it'll stay. You want to get in those creases if you want dye in there. And then I'm going to add a little yellow. So you, typically if I were to, someone's going to ask me how many colors should I use, I would say stick with 3. But there's no, you could use 1, you could use 5, there's no rule. Okay. And then I'm going to let that sit for a minute. And then when that minute is up, what you do is you can have some old towels that you have at your house, that you, like a towel you wouldn't ever want to use again, type thing. And you can use that. You can use old t-shirts. I just have these little actual towels. And we're just trying to lift up the silk up off the table in a way that doesn't, like I don't want to drag this and get on the drips that are on the table, okay? So I want to sort of be mindful how I'm picking that up. So what I could do is pick it straight up like this. Now this is already set. That insta-Set has already happened, okay? Just picking it straight up. This is such a little mini scarf for your hair or for your bag or something like that. So it's really easy to maneuver, but I want to make sure that I'm not setting it back down on that table. And then you got to wipe your table up. Get the wet out of the scarf. And then look, you have this beautiful design.
Wow.
Just from these folds and changing
so
the way,
pretty.
but look at how abstract it is, but lovely and easy. And that was just 3 colors. Right? Isn't that fun? So you could just see all that pretty abstract there. And then when it dries, it'll be a little bit more crisp.